that one. It's Cheap Trick, Dream Police, one of the most underrated bands ever. When they were inducted to the Hall of Fame, it was just a lineage of who's who that is just. They're one of those bands.
Well, here's a great example. When Chris logged on, I was jamming as I usually am. I use that as practice time.
Right.
About 80% of the licks he was listening to were directly stolen from Cheap Trick themselves. Yeah, Robbie Krieger and the boys.
Yep, the Doors. Sold more albums than the Beatles in the 60s in America. The Doors did. That's a fact? It's a fact. They were the biggest band in America. They were the biggest band in America. So these guys, I had 113 pictures of them on the walls when I was a teenager.
I had quite a few myself too.
Yep.
I love that album.
This guy just died, Francis.
Yeah.
He's dead. Now the disappointing thing is when they had a VHS of this, right? Of this entire album, which was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I watched it about a bazillion times myself.
Yeah, to where the little lines of the VHS start crackling.
Yeah, the bottom's all fuzzy and
right. So I found it online. I found it on YouTube, and I was disappointed because either number one, I don't remember it how I thought I did, and number two, it wasn't the same cut. It's like they cut a bunch of stuff out, which I was like, well, that's fucking stupid.
You know, another one that happened to for me that I watched a million times as well was that Priest Live that came out in the 80s. I've never found a decent copy of that.
Yeah. So when I was a child, I didn't understand what eat 'em and smile meant. I do now.
We get it.
And this, I saw David Lee Roth on this tour.
I like Tobacco Road. I did too. He opened up for Cinderella.
Yeah, he was headlining when I saw him.
Or wait, excuse me. I got that backwards. Cinderella opened up for, yes.
So there you go. Yeah. And it was at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And I remember the cool thing that he did. This was the height of him, I think, because he was phenomenal. He didn't miss words. That record is
outstanding, dude.
He wasn't drunk. He wasn't an asshole. He just sang. He was a showman. It was pretty cool.
He had Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan.
Yep. And he surfed. He had this giant surfboard from the back of okay, he did the U2. Yeah. Back of Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and he surfed down onto the stage.
I saw him at the Peoria Civic Center.
Okay, same thing. Cool.
I must have been about 15, maybe. Oh, cool. One of the greatest selling albums of all time.
Right. So when I dropped Little Man off today, I was wearing my red shirt that says vinyl on it, and the teacher that patrols the playground, he's like, "Are you into records?" How'd you guess? Because I could have been a dick. What do you think, dumbass? But I was like, yeah, man, what's up? This 15-minute conversation about vinyl records and sound systems and shit. When his dad came home from Vietnam, he brought all the speaker shit with him because they weren't selling that shit in America. So he package mailed home like Pioneer speakers and turntables and shit, and like had the whole setup. I'm like, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Just from wearing my vinyl shirt. The Unforgettable Fire, the one that now the cool thing about this one, it was the promo.
Well, that's awesome.
The promo.
I got a good one for you. Yesterday, I was walking out of the casino and I'm wearing my Sacred Reich shirt.
And that was the
only guy out of the whole casino. He was walking in as I was walking out. He's like, "Hey, man, nice shirt."
Right on.
I say, "Yeah, we opened up for him about 200 times." So we had to stop and talk about it for a second.
Very cool. Now, you had referenced AC/DC.
Oh, is that the Power Up album?
Yes.
I like that album.
Yep.
They took some shit for that one, but what are you going to do when your primary songwriter dies?
Right.
I think there's some good stuff on there. I jammed that on my way back and forth to Michigan one time.
Right on. What else we got in the record collection today? Oh. Look at these young bucks.
That would be the Rolling Stones, my friend.
The Stones, the big hits, High Tide and Green Grass, the Rolling Stones.
Call me crazy, but if they keep practicing, I think they're going to become something.
Yeah, probably.